What's up guys, welcome back to the next video in learning R. My name is QDS Zani and you guys watching my channel Growywood. Alright, so in this video we're going to further extend our operations on vectors. So we're going to see we're going to create the two vectors, say our first vector. So I don't want to come here again. Okay, so we have our, say, x is got a vector, say 1 2 3 4 5 for example, and y, and if you guys look at the class of if you guys look at the x, and if you check for y, and the y is got a 5, and we're going to put equal terms 6 7 8 9 10. We put a 6 7 8 9 and 10. All right, so if you guys look at here a y, and you guys I'm gonna close this one because we don't need at the moment. And if you guys look at here, if you perform the addition, you guys look at here, that's the addition of the two vectors. So if you guys perform the subtraction, that's subtraction. If you guys can perform the multiplication, is the multiplication of the two vectors. In the next one, and we create it this way, so I'm going to show you guys how we're going to create the next one. So we're gonna say our x, which is the C, we created it like this. Now we're going to say A. Okay, I'm going to show you guys this way as well. So our A's from say from 1 to 10, you guys can do like this too. So if you guys look at here, A, it goes from all the way from 1 to 10. It's exactly the same like that. You guys can do it like that. If you guys just use this column in the between, so it's a range, it goes from 1 to 10. And we could look at our B, and say you guys can go negative now, say from 10 elements. So for example, we put a -7, and we put a -7, and 0 1 2, so we put a 2. And if you look at the B, and you guys look at here, is 10 elements. If you guys look at the length of A, is a 10, and if you guys look at the length of B, is a 10 as well. So you guys can create the two same size elements with the A and B. You guys can perform your arithmetic. You guys can perform all your operations, arithmetic operations. Say you guys can do A plus B, and you guys can do A minus B. This one, the top one, which we created with the combine, and this one is exactly the same. If you guys look at here, we are creating the elements, but this one's a lot easier than the top one. Say if you guys look at here, we look at here, you guys can do the sum of x or the sum of y. So if we come here, if the sum of x is 15 and the sum of y is 40. Alright, so how about if you do the sum of A, for example, is 55, and if you do the sum of B, which is -25, you guys can do the mean, you guys can do the maximum, you guys can do the prod, and I'm going to show you the product of the different math operations. So you guys, what we so far we have done the plus, and the subtraction, we've done the sum, and you guys can do the you guys can do A multiply B, that's your multiplication, and you guys can do, say, A divided by B, you guys can do, that's your division. And if you guys can do A to the power of B, and that's what you guys gonna get from the A to the power of B. So we've done our addition, subtraction, we've done our sum. So you guys can do multiplication, division to the power of, and I'll show you guys the length. You guys, how you guys gonna find the length. So if you guys gonna do the length of x, you guys get the length of x is 5, which is 5, and if you guys gonna do the length of y is 5, and if you guys gonna do the length of a, which is 10. So you guys see that R provides you guys with a lot of inbuilt functions about the length. So how about if you combine the length? So if you guys come here and do a plus b, what's the length of a plus b? You guys can do that like that too. So you guys can see the length of a and b is a plus b is 10. If you guys can do a length of ax plus y, and you guys can do it, the length of x is 5. Say here the length of x a is 10, the length of b is 10, the length of a x is 5, and the length of y is 5 as well. So we can use the mean of x, and we can use the maximum minimum of the maximum. So if you go to the minimum of x, you guys can do the minimum of x is, if you guys look at here, x, the minimum is 1, and if you guys look at the minimum of y, which is 6. So if you guys look at the minimum of the y is 6, you guys can check the minimum of a, and if you guys can do a, you guys can see the minimum of a is 1, and the minimum of b, so the min of b, and you guys can check the minimum of b is minus 7. So if you do the minimum of b is minus 7. So you guys look at here, R provides you guys, R is one of the best languages with the math. If you guys perform your all your arithmetic operation with the R, if you guys want the want to find the minimum to the power of, maximum, summation, if you guys find a lot of other stuff. So if you guys can do your mean, so the mean of a, you guys, the mean of a is 5.5. How about we do the mean of b? You guys can do minus 2.5. Alright, so what about the product? We put the prod. If you guys look at here, that's the inbuilt function. Product of x is 120, and if you do the product of y, 30240. So that's the product of y. Alright, so the last one, which I'm going to show you guys, how we're going to say, if you got a x, our x is say 1 2 3 4 5. Say how about if we want to add another number? So for example, we're gonna say we say x plus combine. Okay, so what I'll do is that I'm gonna remove this, say x plus, and I'm gonna say combine. I'm gonna say 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. All right, so now my original x got a 5, but I have here I've added 2 more. So if you guys look at here, so if you guys look at here, you guys bump up to warning. You guys can do this. So longer object length is not a multiple shorter of length or shorter length. So you guys look at here, it did not accept this. So we have tried to put a x which is got a 5 element to increase this y. So now we have 2 copies of x which with the longer one and x with the shorter one. The original one is the shorter one, and our new one is the longer one, and that's why it's when there is not equal, that's why we get a warning message. And the warning message in the new one, it says longer object length is not a multiple of shorter object length. So it means this is not a multiple of this one. So this one is a longer one, and this is a shorter one. So that's one is not a multiple of shorter. So it means that's what you guys get a warning. and the shorter vector gets recycled. That is, elements are repeated in order until they have been meshed up with every element of the longer vector. If the longer one is not a multiple of the shorter one, a warning is given. If you guys look at here, that the shorter one is getting recycled, and if they go and try to match with this one, if not, then you guys gonna get with the warnings. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you guys got any question or comment, just leave it in comment box. Look after yourself and our channel as well, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and bye.